Rick Warren is the pastor of an evangelical megachurch in California. He recently compared marriage between two consenting adults of the same sex to a man raping a child. In 2004, he emailed his entire congregation of tens of thousands of people to tell them that who they vote for president should be determined exclusively by the candidate's stances on abortion, the use of human embryos for stem cell research, gay marriage, human cloning, and voluntary human euthanasia. For reasons that may never be entirely clear, President-elect Obama chose Rick Warren to deliver the invocation at his inauguration. Now, Warren is probably best known as the author of The Purpose-Driven Life, a best-selling Christian book. My grandmother gave me a copy of it last year, and I've just been holding on to it, waiting to give it to someone who might actually enjoy reading it. If any of you guys want this, just let me know. When I heard that Obama selected Warren, I decided that maybe I should look through the book just to see what it's about. I have not read the whole thing, so it's possible that Warren has responses to some of the issues that I'm about to raise. But from what I've seen, this book is like a meadow just blossoming with logical fallacies, and anyone who's inclined to can just skip along and pluck out as many as they care to address. I think it's really the sort of thing where you just need to not think about it in order to enjoy it, kind of like Terminator 2. I mean, if they actually did kill John Connor, then they wouldn't have needed to go back in time in the first place, right? It's like that. You just need to turn your brain off and enjoy the action. And Rick Warren is definitely banking on his readers not thinking too hard about it. One of the first things that stood out to me was his assertion that all of us exist to serve God. In fact, God created us to serve Him. This is a common theme, and sometimes it is treated in a more abstract manner. For example, many people say that when we care for our communities and our families and our planet, when we work at our jobs, we are actually serving God in a sense, even if we're not directly involved in any sort of spiritual ministry. Essentially, we serve God by serving others. And that's a pleasant thought, and if it motivates people to take care of each other, then it's not all bad. But the idea that, as Warren says, we are commanded to serve God strikes me as a bit strange. Now, in the Christian faith, God is considered to be the creator of the universe, an all-powerful deity that can do anything, exists forever, knows everything, and is perfectly good. We humans, on the other hand, are said to be inherently sinful, fallen, and imperfect. And truthfully, we are imperfect. We're so far from all-powerful, in an absolute sense, we're not particularly powerful at all. Currently, we barely even know a fraction of everything, and if we're lucky, we have on average perhaps 75 to 80 years of life. And yet it's us, the weak, mortal, imperfect sinners, who are commanded to serve the all-powerful, immortal creator of the universe who already knows everything. And I find it difficult to understand exactly why this must be so. If anything, it seems as though the situation ought to be reversed. Another thing I found interesting is Warren's focus on purpose. He really emphasizes our purpose. After all, it's in the title. He says that God put each and every one of us here intentionally for a purpose in order to fulfill His plan. He goes into great detail about this. The entire book is based around how we can best fulfill this purpose. He says God brought our parents together and formed us